It's senior weekend for the Adams State men's and women's basketball team, which means Tessie Pikula gets recognized. Welcome back to Grizzly Connect. Bryant Johnson with the ASU senior out of Southern California. All right, before we talk basketball, here's one thing I've never understood about you. When I Google your name to try and get additional information so I sound so knowledgeable broadcasting Adams State women's games, before basketball, before even your Pinterest account, a profile from 2010 highlighting Tessie Pikula, the football player, arrives. You're on ESPN.com being recruited for football. How did this happen?
I don't recall ever trying to be recruited for football. I've never really played football before, but...
You've got somebody in your family who loves to mess with you then, because it's a legitimate show it, show the screen grab, show the football profile. There it is, modern day high school, that's you. Kicker, punter, what position would you play if you were on a football roster?
I'd want to be like a receiver or something. I guess maybe I could do that if after this season, basketball's over, maybe I could take on some football or something.
We've got spring game coming up right at Rec Stadium on campus after the year ends. Just back corner fades, go up and catch it. Show me the reach. Lift your hands up.
All right. I think I'm ready. I'm ready.
Textbook for Tessie. Football, that's an afterthought though, because basketball is still your priority as you wrap up your senior season. Take me into your world. Coming out of high school, going to JC, arriving at Adams State your junior year. Really, you're looking at 4 coaches you've had in the last 5 years. When you think of all of the suggestions and tips from those coaches, how do you sort through all of them and take the best of what you've heard?
I mean, I don't really know what to say. Like, I've had a lot of different coaches, but they all have kind of the same kind of idea. Like, all 4 years I've played, like, defense has always been a priority for every coach I've played for. And that just comes with hard work and effort.
It's ideal for a senior to be recognized for spending 4 or 5 years with a program. That's the fantasy of sports. That's not how it works. You've had to pursue such a crazy journey to be here and to be recognized. When you look at your journey and how unique it is and going to a couple different schools along the way, being really the only senior that's going to graduate this weekend, how does it define you as a player when it's all about basketball? It's doing whatever it takes to keep playing this game.
I think it's pretty cool. Like, I'm really proud of myself, like, that I've stuck with it all these 4 years, especially like jumping from school to school and having different coaches. And I mean, it's not easy. There's been a lot of adversity through that, but I think I've grown a lot as a player in person. So
you know everybody in Southern California, it seems like, who plays collegiate basketball. You're really well connected, and a lot of those players, especially coming from modern day, they're at premier D1 schools. When you're back at home, when you're all sharing stories about basketball and the collegiate opportunities, how unique is your story when you pair it with your friends and they realize what you've done and where you've gone to play?
I mean, people don't realize that I've gotten to play with some of like the best players in the country. And I even forget that sometimes. I forget where I've come from. Like Marday was like #1 school. Like, it's pretty big, but I don't know. I think it's awesome that I get to like say that I played with such awesome players.
And then you left Modern Day State at Orange Coast Community College State in Southern California. Alamosa, RMAC, probably not even on the radar for you. And it was a school you really didn't have to stay at after your junior year, after the coach who recruited you left. Take us through last spring, last summer, when Rebecca Allie-Dress was arriving and you knew you had 1 year of eligibility left. Any temptation, any interest leaving, or how did she sell you on staying for your senior year?
I knew I wanted to stay here because the last year, I mean, it wasn't that great, and I knew that this would be a rebuilding year, so it wouldn't be what I wanted anyways, but I really believed in what Coach Alvidrez was talking about and like what her plan was, and I wanted to be part of like the, you know, building a new foundation here.
When you are a senior, you have that natural respect factor that exists, and players look up to you, but how did you find your voice with really a new roster of players who'd been recruited in either by Coach Kruger or Coach Alvidrez, and you were the leader, you were the veteran, but still kind of an unknown?
Every day at practice, I just like came to work. I didn't really have to say much. I'm not like the speaker kind of leader. I kind of just play just do my
All
thing.
about leading by example for Tessie Pikula and the Adams State women's basketball team. Also helps that you just got a hoop head of a family where mom, dad, they play, they know the game. And I was talking to your dad one time about it, and he said, we just get it. And that's all he had to say. And it made sense to me. We just get the game. There's so many things that go into basketball that maybe people who aren't obsessed with it, like you and I, they don't understand the little things that keep you connected. What is it about this game that has kept you so connected and your family so focused on being supporters of the game of basketball?
It's just been around my whole life. My mom played in college, my sister played, and I always looked up to the both of them. So I just kind of followed in their path, played when I was a little kid, fell in love with it, and here I am with it now.
It's taken you to some of the most extreme corners of the country to keep playing it. Having the support system in place as well must make you feel a sense of comfort that you are making the right choices. When you look at the influence your family has had in you sticking with basketball and making sure that you were going to persevere under a lot of adverse situations, how big of a role have they had in all of this?
They've been a huge support since the beginning. My family has always been at all my games, like my parents especially, so I just couldn't be more thankful. And they're all going to be here this weekend. Like, I'll have an army up in the stands just for me, so I'm pretty pumped.
Tessie Pikula with Adams State women's basketball joining us, and when you get such a bird's eye view in the program and where the program is headed with Coach Alvidress, what is your message to the future Grizzlies who are stepping in and trying to become four-year players here and trying to become more of that traditional freshman to senior class? You have a rare look in it, Tessie.
I mean, I know I won't be here, really to kind of, be with the team, but I want to, be with them so I could, tell them, Coach has a plan, and I fully believe in it. I know she's going to take this team far and take this program farther in the coming years.
Now, the execution of plans, always important around Adams State women's basketball, even if maybe the execution of plans are happening off the floor after practice. Pretty remarkable moment this winter when your teammate, Deanna Wright, found herself engaged, and all of it was documented because that's what we do around here. We have cameras out for all important moments. Take us into the world of planning and engagement with a teammate and needing all hands on deck. Everybody had to help out for this.
Well, okay, so I didn't know it was going to happen right after practice. So Coach sends Dee to go get something from the locker room, and then everyone starts getting excited, and I didn't get it. I was one of the few people that didn't catch on. So
why are we asking you?
Yeah, so I go follow everyone else because they're all sprinting to the locker room. And then I just hear all this cheering when they open the door, and I realize what happened. So, I mean, I'm sure we weren't the most romantic touch on it, but we were all really excited.
I just still to this day. Quote of the year, Deanna Wright, I don't have time for this. Is that top 3 at least?
Yeah, I don't know. She was just so, I don't know if she wasn't expecting it, but she was just, I don't know.
She had a practice planner she was told to get, Tessie.
Yeah.
That is important. Your engagement can happen again.
He's in the middle of proposing to her, and she's still trying to run out the door back to our meeting and then the practice, so I don't know.
Must have been a pretty valuable notebook.
I can't do this right now.
This is the reason she sent you in here.
What? No, it's not.
This is exactly the reason she sent you in here.
No, it's not.
It is. Ben.
Are you lying to me?
Yeah.
Are you lying to me?
I'm dead serious.
I don't want to hear that butt tune.
Ben, will you marry me? Yeah, will you marry me?
Of course. Are you lying to me?
I'm dead serious.
I don't even need this.
No. Nope. Can I see your hand?
Things that happened this year. What a season it's been for you. Should have been named RMAC Defensive Player of the Week, second weekend of February. Still not over it. One of these days. 9 steals, 4 blocks that weekend. Come on now. Tessie, thanks for joining us. It's been a great season, and enjoy the next chapter and phase in your life.
Thank you so much. Go Grizz.
Tessie Pikula, Adams State women's basketball, and this is the home for all things ASU athletics, KSPK.